Hello everyone. As I promised, I'm in this video I'm going to summarize the whole lesson of logarithm and exponential. I'm going to categorize all questions that have the same solution. So I will explain. You can pause the video, try to do it, and if you can, that's very good. If not, you can just see the lesson to see what should be done for the question. Also, you can compare your solution with the lesson in OneNote. The first page, I categorize all these questions. All of them are from OneNote lesson. So for this kind that I say I want to go from exponent to log, so I have to remember when I say log, x base a is y means a power y is x. So a power y is x. So now I can change. For example, for this one, I can change to log y base 2 is x plus 1. Okay, because it says 2 power that is this one. Okay, so now you can pause the video, do for all questions in this page, and compare with the lesson. For this one, I say from log, I want you to go to exponential. So the same, if I have log x base a, I have equal y means a power y is x. So now I can use this and change these ones. Okay, so I can say here, for example, 2 power y is x plus 5, and I don't see any log, and I just see exponent. Okay, so now you can pause the video, do for all questions, and then compare with the OneNote lesson. Here I say evaluate, I want you to find x just by changing to exponential form. I know you can do log 25 base 5, you can change it to log 25 divided by log 5. You can use your calculator and the answer is going to be 2, but I do not want that because I say I want you to do it by changing to exponential form. Okay, so again I can say 5 power x is 25, and then means 5 power x is 5 power 2, and then it means x is 2 because I have the same result for these and I have the same base, so of course powers also has to be the same. So again, for this question you can use your calculator by log, for example 32 divided by log 2. Your calculator just has base 10, you can use it, you can use this formula, but we want this question to be done by exponential form, so I use this method and then find x. So you can pause again here, pause the video, just do it, compare with the lesson. Okay, here you have to use your calculator, and you can follow these things that says here, like the significant digits in the question can determine the decimal place in the answer, or you can follow what I say in the quiz. So just use your calculator. What is log that? Because all of them are base 10. When you don't see, they are base 10. So just use your calculator. For these questions, category 4, for all of them, you can again use your calculator, but how you have to see, I want to find x here in log. So I have to use anti-log, which is opposite of function log, which is inverse of function log, which is 10 power. Okay, so when I have log x equal 2, then it means x is 10 power 2, right? So I use 10 power the answer, so I use my calculator for 10 power the answer. So 10 power minus 5, 10 power this, 10 power this, 10 power this, no, not 10 here, 0.5 power 3 because the base is not 10. Okay, here 6 power 4. Okay, so in this case I have to use e because for ln is log base e. So now I use e power this, e power this, and e power this. Okay, so again you can pause, do all the questions, compare with the OneNote lesson. Here is the same, but you need more steps. Okay, so I want to find x, but I have x squared, I have all of them, I cannot make them separate, I cannot bring them out of log, they are all one thing. So it is like, again, I have to do inverse function, so I do 3x plus 2x squared, 10 power 2. So if I have 10 power log, they cancel each other. See, I can say 10 log 3x plus x squared equal 10 power 2, and then this and this, they are inverse of each other when they are just exactly beside each other without anything between, so they cancel each other. So I have 3x plus x squared equal 100. But remember, I have a quadratic function which I have to solve it. So number 5, the category is I want to see just single log. So I will use all log rules. So I have log x plus log y. So I change it to log xy. I have log x minus log y. I change it to log x divided by y. I have log like r log x. I change it to x power, log x power r. And then as I continue, because of minus I divide, because of plus I multiply, because of coefficient I do to it goes to the power. So as I continue, at the end I just have one log. Okay, so now pause the video, do it, and compare with the lesson. So here I don't want to see any log. Okay, so means I have to do all these steps I do in number 5, and then at the end I have to do 10 power, so which is the inverse function. Okay, so for example here it is log x plus log y power 3 equals 0, and then I change it to log x y power 3 equals 0, and then I say x y y cube is 10 power 0, which is 1. Okay, so I don't see any log then. Okay, so I use those rules from number 5, all the rules apply here, and then I use anti-log, which is 10 power. Okay, 10 power right side. So here, okay, so for this one I want to solve it for x, but I can make the bases the same. Okay, so this is category 7, so I want to find x, but I will make all the bases the same because I can. If I cannot, I just do log or ln of both sides, and I use all the rules. Okay, so for example 9 power x is 27 power minus 1, and then power x plus 5, and then this is 3 power 2 power x, this is 3 cubed minus x minus 5, and this is 3 power 2x, and this is 3 power minus 3x minus 15, and then I have both equal and I have bases equal. Then I can say 2x equal minus 3x minus 15, and I can find x. Okay, so again, do for these questions and then compare with the lesson. Here that's the same for all these questions, it's the same, but I cannot make the bases the same. Okay, so I cannot write 12 3 power a number. I cannot. Okay, so I just use log of both sides. In order to release the exponent which is unknown, and I want to find that unknown, I would do log of both sides. Okay, so do all these questions here, just then pause the video, do it, and compare with the lesson. Then you will learn for the quiz. Okay, so here is the same thing, but I have to do ln of both sides. Why? Because I have e. Okay, so really doesn't matter. I can do log or ln of for the previous questions, But we usually, when we have e, we do ln. When we don't have e, we do log. Okay, so here the same thing. So I do ln 7 plus 1.5x ln e, which is 1. Ln e, they cancel each other, so it is ln 2 plus 2.4x ln e, okay, which is 1. Okay, and then I try to find x. So all x one side, all numbers the other side. Doesn't matter, I have ln 2, ln 7, it's okay, it's number. Okay, so then I find x. So again, do it, and then just pause the video, do it, and compare with the lesson. For these two questions, I do the same thing. For both of them, I keep this one side and I take this to another side. Okay, so the same thing on one side, other just pi power minus x one side, pi power x one side. So I do that here, these two one side and these two the other side, and then I do log. For this one I do log of both side, and for this one I do ln of both side. Okay, so again, do it and compare with the lesson. Okay, for these two, I notice I have quadratic. So here I can say pi power x is y. So I have 3y squared minus 2y minus 5 equals 0. And here e power 2x is y. So I can say y squared minus 2y minus 3 equals 0. Okay? So I think I can continue. I think I can do 15 minutes. So I was thinking the video is more than 10 minutes and I have to stop. But no, I think I can go for 15 minutes. Excuse me. So here, I want you to solve x. So I think this is the last category which I'm going to finish today in the class. So again, for these you have to use log functions, log rules, and then use anti-log to just find x. Okay, so for example here, this is log x squared minus log 1 minus x equal 1, and then it is log x squared over that equal 1 because it's subtraction, means division, and then I have x squared divided by that equal 10. Okay, and now I try to solve it. So you use all the log rules. You go to multiplication if plus, you go to power if you have coefficient, you go to division if you have minus, and then when you have just one log one side, then you can use anti-log, so 10 power, in order to cancel. So if you have log 10 power, or if you have ln e power, so for these you do e power. So for these you do the same thing but e power. So for these I'm going to do it in the class. So then when you do e power, you don't see any log and you just see a quadratic function or something even linear, and then you have to isolate x and find x. So for example, for one of these here, if I want to say, see, this is ln 6x minus 12, so I multiply because I have the plus, and then the minus ln 3x minus 2 equals 0, and then I can say, okay, it's 6x minus 12 divided by 3x minus 2 is just e power 0, which is 1. Okay, and then I just have 6x minus 12 equal 3x minus 2, and I just need to solve it. So it's this goes to this side, this goes to that side. I'm going to do them in the class. So I wanted to summarize the whole lesson, and I wanted to categorize all the questions in this video. You can watch the video, give it a pause in each section, do the question, compare with the lesson, and learn for the quiz, which is on next Friday. I'm going to see you, I think, in several minutes, and good luck.